Okay, a couple things. I still see there's a couple things that I mentioned back, I think in milestone 2, that has not been corrected yet in one of the videos I posted, either in the task 2 or in the milestone submission. I still notice that there's white up here in between the curtains. So if I open up this color, and I created a layer with a color, you can see that there's white in between there that you have to correct, and you got to use your mask to hide it. So, which I don't see you using layer mask for that purpose. But that is something that I go in, I show you how to use the mask in those previous videos. So, like for example, let me select one of these. So if you go and click on a layer mask down here, then what you want to do is you want to use that black to hide it. And so you use a paintbrush, and you use a black foreground color, and you got to use a smaller brush, and you're going to paint. Basically, you're painting it, and you're hiding that white from showing. So a layer mask basically comes in and allows you to reveal and see what's on that layer. So there was other ways I showed you how to do and clean it up, as well as quicker ways, and I kind of give you ways to work, to make this area a little bit better. The other thing you have here is that your head area is not connected to the vase area, and it looks like there's some parts of it missing right up here. um, if you have the original, you might want to bring the original back in. We can definitely move this down, okay? Excuse me. But this will always be gone because we don't have the original there. So, definitely that's something you want to work with. The other thing is I always look at you naming your layers. So you got to come over here and you want to double click on the layer name, and you want to type in, is this the neck area? Explain what it is so you can go back in. I always grade on that, so you want to make sure you put the layer in for that purpose. Um, with that said, let me hide this here. I think we need to add some facial features up here, and maybe we add some eyes to this. And I created something like a couple knobs. You see how they has the little eyes? And what I did here is I used um, a doorknob, and I just selected this area with a mask, and then I duplicated the layer. And you can duplicate layers. You can right click on it, and then you could choose duplicate layer, and then you move one of the layers. You got to move behind the head area, and I just moved it over, so it kind of creates eyes for the feature, so we know it's a character, and so forth. Now for the text down here, I think we need to do something different with the text. There's a variety of free layer styles that you can download and install. So maybe we find some wood styles that you can work with. So when you go in and click on your text layer, you have the styles panel. You can actually go in, and there's some interesting effects that you can do, that you can actually download and install. When you do something like this, usually you just go up here and you can actually load styles. And when you load it, you can go to your folder where you downloaded the files from, and you can load the styles right into your styles panel. Now when you do searching on this, maybe you search for something furniture, maybe usually what I'll do is I'll do, like for example, wood, text, layer styles, Photoshop. And I want to keep, you want to put the word layer styles Photoshop in, and then you can find some free styles that you can download. You don't pay for anything, so you definitely don't want to pay anything. And again, some areas might want you to pay, like this one here, but that's an interesting style, you know. So they have certain styles in here that you can actually find. Maybe it's not wood, maybe it's something else that you want to go in and do, but we definitely want to add a little creativity to that text area.